What's up, FOA squad? I'm Anthony and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy whatever day I get to post this video for you guys. I am at my first stop, one of three. Well, actually one of two stops heading to Ohio. I left Oz around 11 o'clock on Tuesday morning and I drove into Tennessee, which is where I am now. I'm staying at a Cracker Barrel, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you guys the Cracker Barrel sign. Let me see. I'll show you guys where I am parked right behind me. I only was on the road for about 5 hours, but of the 5 hours, I think I drove about 3.5 hours. No, actually 4, because I have 8 hours left to go. So I'll do another 4 hours tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, and then I'll arrive at the campground on Thursday. But let's see if you can see this. There it is, right there, the Cracker Barrel, and this is the Cracker Barrel build right here. I'll take you guys around the front. I ordered me some food. I went in there and they were like, okay, let me call the person that takes orders or whatever to go orders. I stood there for like 5 or 10 minutes. No one came up. So I decided to come out. Okay, there's the Cracker Barrel. Those of you who know and familiar with Cracker Barrels look like, that's the Cracker Barrel. And so I decided to just come out and order. I'm gonna turn backwards. So I decided to just come out and order my food. Uh-oh. That's not going to work. But let me turn you guys around and show you where I'm going to be parked for tonight. All right, this is where I'm going to be parked. This Cracker Barrel, much like a lot of other Cracker Barrels, have designated spots for RV and buses, as you can see right there on the ground. And these are long spots for RVs and buses. So I am the first one here. I try to get as close as I can underneath that tree. So, oh my goodness, what is my roof vent doing up? Y'all see my roof vent is up in the bathroom? Now that was not intentional. What in a hoot nanny? I have my windows open up so that I can, and I'll show you guys how I set up my inside. Why is my roof vent up? Open. What in a hoot nanny? I think it popped open because I am pretty certain that. Okay, I am now running off of my house battery. So my lights and refrigerator, and I don't even have my refrigerator door. Look, Anthony, I don't even have that locked in, just in case. Anywho, this is how I set up. I have my bar across there, and as you guys can see, everything is still in place. And then as far as my bed, I just have my fan there and my towels and stuff on the corner of the bed because I do have to sleep on this bed. I'm just gonna move the fan on the floor when the time comes. Got my windows open on both sides. Now I have a hamburger that I could eat, and I might eat that for lunch tomorrow. Let me turn y'all back around to me. Now I do have a hamburger that I could eat. I do have 2 of the hamburgers left over from the cookout, but I think it's common courtesy when you stay at a Cracker Barrel overnight that you should, you know, order some food and eat from them. So my food should be ready in about, and I have my laptop on. Hopefully I will be able to connect to some Cracker Barrel Wi-Fi, and I'm able to get Netflix so I can continue watching my series that I'm watching now, my current show that I'm watching, which of course is another Asian series. because that's what I like to watch on the Netflix. So I'm going to go and get my food. It should be ready in about 5 or 10 minutes. I ordered it maybe about 10-15 minutes ago, and I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to eat, chat with you guys for a little bit, and then that's going to do it. I have no air conditioning, so I'm hoping that, you know, it's a little breezy now and it's daylight, so I'm hoping that it will get a little more breezier as night comes, and hopefully this will be a good sleeping experience for me. If it is too hot and I cannot sleep, I will let you know that my next overnight will be at a hotel. So I'm hoping I have a nice, good sleep and everything works out well. I'll look for maybe another Cracker Barrel further up the road and repeat the process of making my way up to Ohio. Hi guys, I am back from Cracker Barrel. Like Bren, ooh, y'all too close. I'm all up in y'all grill. Like Bren would say, I watch Bren's YouTube channel. He would say, I got the goods. All right, guys, I got the goods. That's what Bren says. I got the goods. This little box right here reminds me of the chicken boxes that I used to get at the Chinese store, the corner Chinese store, when I was younger. Okay, I got their Southern fried chicken. 4 pieces. I got the Southern half and half instead of just sweet tea. I got some string beans. They call them green beans, but my upbringing they call string beans. And I got some mashed potatoes and gravy. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, that's not the last thing. I got some biscuits, 2 of them. And they're not even hot. They are not even hot. Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? Y'all gonna be so proud of me. Okay, y'all know I'm not leveled up. I don't have my stabilizer, so y'all might be rocking a little bit. Y'all gonna be so proud of me. Because I'm so proud of me. Guess what? Guess what? Okay, let's try it. Let's try this again. I hitched up this morning at the campground. So perfect. Not one glitch. Not one glitch. I think I got it now. I think I have it now. And you know why I have it now? Because at the campground, 2 days after I got there, this another camper came. They weren't next to me, but they were the campsite, the next one over. And I sat there and watched them set their trailer up once they got there. And I immediately saw what I was doing wrong. Oh yes, I saw what I was doing wrong. And it was big too. It was a big wrong. These are my favorite 2 sides from, I'm gonna take these glasses off because they're not doing nothing but making me hotter. These are my favorite two sides from Cracker Barrel. The string beans. Hey, got a little neighbor poured in. The string beans and the mashed potatoes and gravy. My favorite too. The very first thing that I noticed that they did was unhitch their truck from the trailer first. Now, when I was getting to my destination, the first thing I was doing was dropping all 4 of my stabilizers. That's what I was doing. And then I was unhitching my trailer from the truck. And I'm gonna tell you why that's wrong. As soon as I get a little more hit of this mashed potatoes, my microwave don't work. Okay. To separate your hitch from the ball hitch, you have to raise your trailer up. And while you're raising your trailer up, the front end, on the back end, the trailer is lowering. So it's kind of like this. Front end, back end. Now, meanwhile, while my stabilizers are still down, I am putting pressure on the 2 back stabilizers. And it was hard for me to try to get them up. And that's where all the frustration and confusion was coming in. I was like, well, how do I get these down? How do I get these down? But I learned from watching that person that don't put your stabilizers down first. Leave them up. And so when you go ahead and take your trailer from your truck and you're raising it up and the back end's going down, the stabilizers are not there to interfere. You know, the trailer just naturally does this. And then once you move your truck from the trailer, you put it back down, and that's when you drop your stabilizers and level them up. Now, the opposite is when I left Oz. I put my stabilizers up, and then I detach. Then I put the truck to the trailer, if all that made sense. So in a nutshell, when you arrive at a place, take your truck or your vehicle, detach that from your trailer first. Then drop your stabilizers. When you're leaving, bring your stabilizers up first, then back your truck in and drop it on the ball and lock it. It's the opposite. And another thing with mine, I have manual stabilizers. Adolfo was like, use a drill. No drill. You have to manually pull them down. So I learned that I now put 2 of the orange stabilizer blocks that I have underneath each stabilizer. And what that did was, before I did that, I was putting the stabilizers onto the ground. But that made it hard to lift them up. And I needed some space. I need about that much space so that I can pour the stabilizer down, then flip it underneath the trailer. But when I was doing it on the ground, from the stabilizer to the ground, I didn't have that space to pull it down. So what I did, I put 2 orange of the stabilizer blocks on each one. And then when I was hitching up and getting everything ready, I went around each stabilizer. They have a release thing that you press with your foot. I press each of those and it loosened up the stabilizer. Then I was able to move the 2 blocks from underneath, and it gave me that space that I needed to pull down and flip it up underneath the trailer. I did it flawlessly. I was so proud of myself, y'all. I was. And I'm gonna show you guys my setup when I set it up when I get to Ohio. I'm gonna put this in this video. Oh God, I'm gonna put that in this video. All right, guys, I could not sleep. I went to sleep. I guess I laid down about 10 o'clock last night. It's about 4 a.m. now in the morning, and I woke up around 2 a.m., got on my phone for a little bit, lay back down for another 2 hours, looked at my phone, and it was just 3:55 in the morning. So rather than laying here and trying to fight it, I decided I was just gonna go ahead and get on the road for a little bit. Got that Vaseline all on my lip. I decided to just go ahead and get up and get on the road for a little bit. Looks like I'm gonna be getting my sleep and my rest in during the daytime when it's all hot outside, but we'll see how it works. But for now, I just feel like it's gonna be a real tiresome day, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get on the road now for a little bit, see how it works. Okie dokie, guys, I just crossed over into Kentucky. I'm just gonna hang out here at the Welcome Center for a little bit. I'm just gonna lay down. If I go to sleep, I go to sleep. If not, so be it. But I am gonna just try to get a little bit more rest. Just now looked up to see if my roof vent was down, and it is. So I'm going up in here and take a rest. I stopped at McDonald's and got some breakfast. But this is where I am. Kentucky! Alright, let me get up in here and try to lay down and relax for a little bit. Alright guys, I decided to take a break here at this Walmart in Owington, Kentucky. I probably hang out here for about 2 hours and look for where I'm going to stay overnight. I only have about 3.5 hours to go before I reach the campground, so I don't really need to do any more driving today. I'm about to fix me a hamburger for some lunch. It's only about 12:30 to 1 o'clock, somewhere around that time. So it's really early for me to not really have any more driving to do for the day. I would call the campground and see if I can come today, but I read online that they are busy this weekend, pretty much booked up. So I'm not even going to try to call them. They do have, I saw 2 different RV parks near here. I'm going to look into those. Maybe I'll go to an RV park. Who knows? But right now I'm hungry and I'm going to fix me a hamburger. All right guys, this is my lunch. It's leftover hamburger, which I made into a cheeseburger. And I have a Yoo-hoo. I think I have some chips up there, but I don't want any chips. This should be enough right here. I'm gonna run into Walmart and get a bungee cord because for the first time in the 2 days that I've been driving, when I came in here, the top drawer of my storage compartment had flew out. All my seasonings and everything was on the floor. So I'm gonna get a bungee cord since I'm at Walmart and tie that down. But everything on the counter was still in place. A mistake that I made, or something that I didn't do that I should have done, was I should have emptied the water out of my ice tray. I mean my ice maker. It was water on the countertop. So I must was hitting some bumps and stuff this time around. I ain't gonna lie though, I was getting it in on that beltway though. I was getting it in. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised more stuff than that wasn't out of line. Woo! I haven't had a chocolate Yoo-hoo in a long time. Well, I think I have. Oh my gosh, that's so refreshing. So refreshing. Woo. Need a little hot sauce on here. I was gonna fix some noodles because I have some of those those noodles that I bought from Trader Joe's that I discovered that they sell at some Walmarts, but I don't have any way of washing the pan out that I cook the noodles in, so I settled for a microwave burger. Ooh. I'm a little tired, probably because stop talking with food in your mouth, Andrew. I'm a little tired because I woke up and started driving at 4 in the morning. I'm very surprised that I'm sitting in the sun and it's not hot in here. I actually feel a breeze blowing through. So that's pretty good. Because when I pulled into this parking lot, I was like, oh Lord, they don't have no shade on this entire Walmart parking lot. So I parked. I feel a nice little breeze. That's pretty cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this burger and this Yoo-hoo, and I'm calling it quits for today. I have to just decide where I'm going to stay overnight, and that's it. All right, guys, I will see you guys on the third day of this road trip, which is my arrival day at the campground. All right, guys, we are in our final stretch to making our way to the next campground. I am only an hour and a half from that campground. It's not even quite 11 o'clock in the morning yet, so I decided to pull over at this rest stop and just kind of hang out and kill about an hour, because I would get to the campground at noon, and I think that's too early. I don't know what time you can actually check in to the campground, and then you take a chance on whoever is occupying the campground right now. They may not have left yet, so I'm going to hang out here and kill about an hour and a half probably, and go to the back. And just, it's 10:44 right now. I mean, that is really early. I don't feel like fixing any breakfast. Maybe I'll go in the back and fix some oatmeal. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really feel that hungry yet. But that's an update, and I will see you guys at the campground after I've checked in and made it to my site. And that will probably be the end of today's video.